Hello everyone, in today's video I will be sharing you this Glam Up Your Stash Challenge Winter 2020. So this is a very fun collaboration that I participated for this month, and I'm very excited to show you all what I came up for this collaboration. The host for this collaboration, everyone, is no other than Shell from Shell's Glam Home, Shirley from My Style My Colors. And if you are not connected with these two talented ladies, everyone, I suggest visiting their channel. All the link is included in the description below, and also I will be including the playlist that way you can visit and watch what the other women came up. So enjoy, everyone. So for this challenge, everyone, I'll be using this Christmas tree cone that I created. It's really easy to create, and I came up with 6 different sizes. I'll be using 8 bags of this vase filler. This is a really nice filler that could be used for any DIY. It has a glitter on it, and it comes in 2 different colors and about 3 to 4 different sizes, so perfect to use for DIY. And I'll be using the unicorn glitter. I'll be using the silver glitter also. I bought this all from Walmart. And the Mud Podge, not so much Mud Podge. And I'm thinking of using this glitter, but I'm not really sure if I'll be able to use all this glitter. But I know the unicorn and silver definitely I'm gonna be using. And you know, I just have to decide which one of these I'm gonna be using. And then of course the hot glue, and I'll be using this ribbon to one of my projects. This is a beautiful boutique ribbon that I bought 2 years ago on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Of course, we're gonna be needing some scissors to cut the ribbon. Alright everyone, let's start doing or creating this challenge. So the first thing I'm gonna do, everyone, is work on my big cone using this 4 bag of the vase filler. So what I'm going to do is just alternate 2 different colors. So I'm going to do 2 line of the silver and then 2 line of the white, and then work my way up to create the look that I want. So just start gluing the big ball in the bottom. I'm using the silver first, and then I will follow this with white. So this is how it looks so far. So I'm just going to keep going. So everyone, I'm on my second line for the silver. So now I'm gonna start working on my white ball. So just alternate 2 different colors. And you can do the white however you want, or you know, just like the way we're doing the silver. So just start gluing the big piece of the white first, and then work your way up until you use these little pieces. So this is how it looks so far, everyone. I'm really liking the way it looks. The silver and white just work perfect together. So everyone, if you have a big gap in between the balls, just use any filler you have, like a rhinestone, or you can use the little ball that comes in this face filler. There's a little tiny ball. You can use it as a filler as well, just like I'm doing in here. But also I'll be using few rhinestone, about 3 or 2, to fill up the big hole. But if you are using the white thick cardboard, you don't have to have any filler because it's white and it goes perfect with the silver and gold. But in here, everyone, it was big hole, so I decided to put a rhinestone, that way it kind of cover it up. But yeah, if you see any big gap, just fill it with the little ball and it will just cover up fine and it looks great. So just keep filling up any holes that's huge, that way you don't see the cardboard directly. It's okay to see a little bit, but if you can see a big gap, you need to fill it up with little ball or rhinestone. So that's how it looks, everyone. I like it better. Before I did that, it was a pretty big gap and I really didn't like it. This is a very fun challenge, everyone. I really enjoy creating this challenge. So that looks even better, and I like the bling because it shine, and plus the ball is already shiny because of the glitter. So now let's continue creating putting all the ball. So this is how it looks so far, everyone, and I'm almost out with the ball, and I have the little ball that I don't know if I wanted to use it. So I decided to use a different thing to finish this project. So I decided to use this white garland instead of using the rest of the balls, because I don't think I have enough to finish the project, because I just limit myself to use 4 bags on this project, because I'll be using the others on another project. So to finish this up, I'm gonna be using this white garland. It has a little bit of glitter, so it's a perfect match. You know, it's shiny and it sparkles when it hit by the light, or when you point it to the light on the right way or something. I don't know. So I'm just gonna measure this one, everyone, and I'm gonna twirl this on the top to get the look that I want. So I'm just twirling this up and down, everyone, to get the design that I wanted. And as I'm doing this, I'll be adding hot glue, that way it stay in its place and it will not be moving around as I twirl the rest of this garland. This is really easy and simple decoration, everyone. It's so much better than buying the ready to use at the store, because I've looked at the Christmas tree count at the store and they were really high. And everyone, this is how it look. I'll be trimming the top of this later, but right now I'm just gonna leave it alone, and I will probably end up putting some of the little balls on here to get a little bit shine, but right now I'm just gonna leave it alone. So this is how it look. I'm gonna put a little balls on the top, on the very tip top, that way it has a nice look to complete the Christmas tree cone look. And now I'm just adding the little balls everywhere just to get a nice touch on the top, that way it kind of match what I have in the bottom. And everyone, this is how it look right now. And later on, everyone, I'm gonna be trimming the top, and as you can see, I fill up the big gap using the balls. So just keep filling, if you see a big gap, just fill it up. And this is the finish for now before it's trimmed, and it's really beautiful, everyone. I really love how this came out. So now to our second project. So this one, I'll be using the Mod Podge and the glitter. So I'm just gonna brushing the Mod Podge and then attach my unicorn glitter and my silver glitter. So just brush a generous amount of the Mod Podge. That way the glitter can stick really good. So I'll be using the unicorn first, and then after using the unicorn, I'm gonna use my silver on the top of that. And if you don't have Mod Podge, you can use the Elmer's Glow. So now I'm gonna put some of the unicorn. So this is how it looks, everyone. I didn't film the rest because I had a phone call, and as I was talking to my friend, I was working on my project, not knowing that I should have done some filming. But this is how it looks after I mix the silver and the unicorn. It's so shimmery and shiny. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add more silver on some areas, because there's some areas that needed more glitter. So I brush some Mod Podge and then put some of the unicorn and silver. I love how shiny it is, everybody. It really the unicorn really add the touch, and it makes it even shinier. Working with glitter, everyone, is a lot of fun. Alright, everyone, I finished touching up this project. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this aside and let it dry overnight. But before I set this aside, everyone, I'm gonna finish this with a touch of rhinestone on the top. That way it will look even better, and this will complete this project. Alright, everyone, on our next project, I thought I was filming, but I didn't. So what I did is I used my rose gold ribbon on my other big cone, and I measured this from the top to the bottom. That way I have the same length, and it will look uniform as I put the ribbon. So what I did is I put one straight ribbon down, and then I just twist the rest. Like you can see in here, it's kind of swirl, and I just put glue as I put the ribbon. So now I'm gonna just finish putting this ribbon in here using the hot glue. So what I did on this is just use the hot glue, and that's it. So everyone, what I do is I lay the ribbon just like this, with maybe half an inch overlapping the other ribbon that I put on the beginning, and then I just glue half of that, and that way it's secure and it will not be moving around, just like that. And I just keep gluing until I reach to the bottom, and then I will go back to the top and fold the excess ribbon, or you can cut it, but for me folding it is so much cleaner than cutting. So just finish this one and add all the ribbon. So now everyone, I'm gonna be using the little ribbon in here that I cut from one of the ribbon that I attached. So this is gonna be a perfect size to use in here, and then the rest of the scrap ribbon I'm just gonna use as my filler. And this is how it looks, everyone. So where I attach and have my seam, I'm gonna be putting some gemstone in there, and that's gonna be my back side. So this Christmas tree cone, I'm gonna be giving this to my oldest daughter, Lexi, and then my unicorn is for Charlotte to decorate inside the room because they like to decorate inside the room. So now I'm gonna be adding a rhinestone. I was thinking on adding where the swirl, you know, as you can see the slant, but I decided not to touch that and instead add it on the seam where I attach everything. So just straight line, that way it looks uniform and you know it looks prettier that way. So I'm just gonna add the big rhinestone, that way it's all uniform and it'll be glamorous that way. So with this one, everyone, I'll be using hot glue to attach my rhinestone. And I finished it, everybody. So now what I'm gonna do is to finish this by adding 2 or 4 rhinestone on the top of the cone. That way it will match what I have on the side. So I'm gonna leave the side alone, that way it has a nice details and you can really see the seam, you know. So this is my finish for the unicorn. This is one of my favorite, everyone. It's so glittery. And this is the look of my first project after I trim the excess of the garland. It's a lot better. And this is my rose gold pine cone, Christmas tree cone, not pine cone. So what I'm gonna do to finish this up, everyone, is I'm gonna top this with rhinestone. That way it will just look beautiful. So I'll be using 2 big rhinestone and 2 small ones to go on the side of the big rhinestone. And everyone, this is how my third project look. It is so beautiful, everyone. I love this kind of color. It's just beautiful, and I love how shiny it is on the side, and the front is beautiful because of that details on how I laid the ribbon. Very, very pretty. If you want this to be blingy, you can add rhinestone where those edges at, but for me, I decided to leave it alone because I think it gives a really nice details to the project, and I don't want this to be over over glamorous, because I think it just looks perfect the way it is. And just make sure, everyone, that the bottom is glued good, and that way it will not come out. So this is my 3 projects so far. So I have 3 more to go, and for the next one, everyone, I'm gonna be creating. So for this project, everyone, I pretty much use everything I have, just like the rhinestone I use for this rose gold. And if you don't have this kind of ribbon, just use any ribbon that you have. That would be perfect for Christmas decoration. And the rhinestone, everyone, if you are crafty, you should have all this rhinestone already. And for my first project, everything that I use in here is from the Dollar Tree and thrift store. So let's work on our 4th project, everyone. On this cone, this is a small cone, I'll be doing a cone to match my silver and white. So for this cone, everyone, I'll be using all white balls, and I'll be using the hot glue for this one as well. So just make sure everything is glued. That way it will not move around or anything. So what I did in here is everyone is just glue the inside. That way it's secure and it'll be sturdy. Just to start with this project, everyone, I'm gonna be gluing the big balls, the white big balls first, and then work my way up using until I use the small balls. So this is the other 4-pack of my vase filler. So just keep gluing the big balls until you're able to use the little one up top. I only added like a small amount of glue, but not too small, not too much either, just halfway. That way it stick there and it will stay. With this project, everyone, you can store this and use this again next year. If you take care of this is gonna be a good recycle project, or you perfect to give away to your friends and family. So everyone, this is how it looks so far, and it's looking really beautiful. So I'm just gonna keep doing this until I finish my first white cone. And everyone, this is how my white cone look. It's so pretty, everyone, and I didn't feel any of the gap that much because it's just beautiful, and the white cardboard is just perfect because it's white, so I didn't really bother filling out the gap. But the big gap, I end up filling it up, and if you want to fill this up with rhinestone, you can, but for me, I just leave this alone because it's beautiful the way it is already. But just make sure you fill the big gap, that way it don't look weird. And this is how my project looks so far. So now let's go to my 5th project. So this is gonna be the silver cone. I'll be using the same balls but just silver, and what I'm gonna do is just glue the big balls first and then work my way up until I use the little ones. And everyone, this is how it looks so far. I really like the silver look. The silver and white is a perfect combination. And this is how it looks, everybody. I'm almost done, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start using the little balls to complete this project. And what I'm doing in here, everyone, is just filling up the big gap using the little balls. And this is how it looks, everyone. It's so pretty, and I love it because it's shimmery because of the glitter that they added to the balls. So now I'm gonna work on this other cone. I'm thinking of using the rhinestone, but I didn't have enough to complete the project, so I decided to use the rest of my white garland to match it with my what is this, rose gold. So I'm gonna use the rest of this, that way it gives it a different style and look to all my project. And some of this project, everyone, I'm gonna be using this for my Christmas tablescape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start gluing and swirl this garland around my cone. And if you don't want to use the garland, everyone, it's perfectly fine. You can use something else to get the design that you want. And this is how it looks, everyone. So what I did is I put 3 little balls on the top, that way it looks beautiful. And this garland is just beautiful with the glitter. It's shimmery, and I really like the way it looks because it matches with everything that I created. So this is my number 6 project, and this unicorn, everyone, is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. I let this dry overnight, that way the glitters will stay in its place. And this is my silver cone. It is so pretty, everybody. I cannot wait to use this for my tablescape. And this is my white and silver cone. And then my white cone. And then my rose gold with some gemstone. So I have fun creating this challenge, everyone. It was a lot of fun, and when it comes to DIY for Christmas, it's one thing that I really enjoy doing. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I hope I inspired you to create your own decoration for this holiday. And it's really fun to create your own decoration, everyone, and plus it's cheaper, especially if you find some great deals from the thrift store, the Dollar Tree, and you recreate it and make it look high-end. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a decoration that's expensive. You can buy an inexpensive product and make it look high-end, just like what I'm doing. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to visit the host channel. I leave their link down below, and also visit the playlist, that way you can watch what other women come out with this challenge. Until next time, everyone, please don't forget to check out our new videos that I added every day. And also, if you recreate this project, please let me know down in the comments below, that way I can watch the video and see what you come out. Until next time, bye bye, everyone.